Well, normally you'll only see me hoovering the car when we're going on a couple's car camp. But as I used my car for a couple of dump runs last week, it's fair to say it could do with a little spring clean before I use it tonight. And I've got something new that's going to be going in the car today, hopefully down there, but I'll do a proper review on it in about a month's time. So my thinking is that this will fit quite nicely down the back of the chair, down there, and then I can run an extension lead up into the main car. Well, the master plan of putting it in the footwell hasn't quite worked. So for tonight, we are just going to keep it there. And what we're going to have to do is to figure out how we can store it on future car camps. Well, things didn't quite go to plan last night in the end. Even though the car was all set up and I was all ready to go, come 5 o'clock, as what happens quite often to me nowadays, I was just too tired, so I didn't have the energy to go. And actually, I think it was a sound move, because in the end I went to bed at 8:30 and I slept through till 6:30 this morning, so I clearly needed it. But where we was going to car camp tonight, and where we are still going now the next morning, is to a hotel, because I actually have a conference today for work. And the idea was it would be easier for me to be there in the morning to save time, and so I can have a lay-in basically. The reason why I'm still filming is because I put what I call my simple car camp setup in the book. I can show you my ultimate car camp power snooze work lunch break setup. Well, we've made good time and we're here. We just need to find somewhere to park now. And because we're going to be going for a lunchtime snoozy, watch out for that person reversing, we need to find somewhere where I can put my back end against something. So let's find somewhere. Well, we are here and we have quite a nice spot. And interestingly, this was my concern with car camping here last night, would have been if the ground would have been flat. And actually looking at the whole car park, it isn't flat. It all looks sloped. So I think we dodged a bullet by not coming last night, because I don't think I would have slept particularly well. But right, that's enough waffle. I need to get my shoes on and head in. So I will see you at lunchtime. And we've reached lunchtime. So it's time to change my car into my lunch break car camper. And that's it, we are inside, we are set up, and now we have about 41 minutes to have some lunch, have a coffee, and grab a little snooze. So I'm not going to mess around, we're going to get straight on with it. Well, that's the kettle on, the phone on charge. Now we just got to wait for it to boil. And I couldn't do a lunch break in my car without having a pot noodle. So today we have some rather tasty naked hoisin egg noodles with some mushrooms and a fried egg. Now, I could have totally taken my cooker with me and fried the egg, but to be honest, I thought that might take too much time. This is nice, quick, simple and easy. And of course the massive advantage now of having my little car camping cupboard, you would have seen on a previous video, is that I have all my condiments ready to go. So in there I've got my coffees, my milks, and importantly for this, my soy sauce and my sesame oil. In terms of setup, what I've actually gone for in terms of my blackouts is, as you'll know, I have those mesh covers. Well, on a sunny day like this, mesh covers on the back windows are perfect. And I also have my little back window blackouts on. That was only in case people walk past the car. Now, in terms of where I am, now all I have behind me is the main road. And actually, that's somewhere where I did a half marathon a few years ago. And this is why I put the side blackouts on, because somebody just parked directly next to me. And there is nothing more stranger than somebody looking into your car thinking, what is that weirdo doing in the back of his car on a bed eating a pot noodle whilst drinking a coffee? And welcome to my lovely car camping lunch break. It's actually a super short lunch break for this conference, so that gives me just a little bit of time to have a very quick snooze before I head back. Now I've got a few minutes to get ready and head back, so I will see you at the end. Well, that's the conference all done. The car is put back to normal and now it's time to go home. And this is the good thing with this particular simple setup, that as you can see, the car is back into ordinary mode, and yet in the boot I have everything you would need for car camp, be it a lunch break, be it a conference. This simple setup does work remarkably well. But now it's time to go home, and hopefully it won't be long till you see me on a proper car camp rather than a strange lunch break car camp thing. So until next time, take care. And it worked so well yesterday, because I'm back in the office again today. I'm doing the exact same thing, but today I'm in a train station car park. I've actually never car camped in a train station before. I do need to do that at some point, of course, and this time I have gone super simple. So it is literally just my bed and my bedding and nothing else. Perfect for a lunch break snooze. And on that note, I am going to do just that. The funniest thing about all this is, years ago when I was office based before COVID, I always used to come to my car for a lunchtime power nap, but I always did it in the front seats basically. I really wish I'd known about car camping then, because if I would have had this setup when I was sleeping in my car at that point, it would have been so nice to have a proper bed, a proper lie down and a proper snooze. I've just had a 20-minute power nap. I'm feeling fully refreshed. Having a power snooze in your car on your lunch break is so good, and I highly recommend doing it if you can. So on that note, I need to stop rabbiting, get my shoes and coat on and head back into the office. So until next time, take care.